Once again, here to tell you all about tonight's ball game, the legendary voice of the Bulldogs, Larry Munson.
And get the picture now. Tex in white tonight, and gold pants, gold helmets, and gold trim and numbers. And the Dogs looking a little bit, as Scott mentioned, like they're home with the red jerseys and the red helmets and the silver pants, white numbers. We got Edwards and Gibson back deep. Everybody wondering if the weather is going to really hit as hard and wet as they predict. The wind is certainly out of the southeast coming through the one end of the stadium, but there are some buildings to block things here. The wind at times whips up pretty good. Coach Rick decided, he was talking to Lauren earlier a couple minutes ago. He thought he'd gamble and try to get the ball first in case real bad weather is going to come along a little bit later. Tech will be kicking off. Luke Manger waiting for the officials to give him a clear. Tech in white and the Dogs in red. Not every seat is taken here. There is some room, though. I see people standing outside looking for tickets. And Tech kicks it off high and long. He got it up in the air in that wind, and it's under the crossbar. Gibson went back and looked at it, but it was about 14 yards behind the goal line. Now Edwards left, Gibson right again. Now it's 1st and 15. We're in Tech Stadium. Tech's in that 4-3 again. Green looking at it. And Green going to give it to Haynes. There's a hole outside the tackle, 20, 25, 26, or 7. We blocked on the right side of the line, and from the 15, he got about a dozen yards or 11 yards. Ricardo Wimbush, a linebacker, pulled him down. We're in an eye, only one receiver. Sweep it out to Haynes. Haynes is fighting. Got over the 30 and got a first down. Green standing up. Tex on a 5. And we want to run a reverse, and we got Gibson in trouble behind the line. He reverses. He got a block behind him. He got a block in front, but they're going to get him around the 24. And they're trying to put a rush on the kicker. Long spiral. Long against the wind. Long. Rhino on the 25. Hit and driven back. 52-yard punt with no return. Ryan Davis was the youngster that hit him. Gotzi's going to take it. We're trying to blitz him up the middle. We do, and he throws incomplete. Putting hard pressure. Hollenshed and Bailey came blowing up the middle. Tech's going to have to kick it away. 4th down and 8. We've tried a long bomb. We have tried to reverse deep back behind the line. We're in a power eye with one receiver. We fake. And Green's going to throw another bomb, and he's got his receiver out there. Fred Gibson down to about the 10 or the 11 before they got him down. He hit Fred Gibson down the left side. Marvius Hester, the cornerback, again on that play. Green just laid it out long down that left side, like he did with Edwards just a moment or two ago. 3 wideouts, and they're pretty wide. Shotgun again with the back there with him, and this time the back's on the other side. Baron Haynes is. Gibson to pass, looking, and throws to the back of the end zone. Out of bounds, incomplete. We caught that ball. We had a foot or so out of bounds. Randy McMichael.
They just threw a flag on McMichael, Larry. After the play, some of those guys were in the back of the end zone were taunting McMichael, and he threw the ball at him.
Man, we lined up on the 11-yard line, 1st down, and just couldn't do anything, but the penalty is a killer. Long shot at it. Let's see. Good. And Billy Bennett stuck it in there, and we've got the first 3 points of the night. Tech, in case we're setting up a block again because we have 10 men on the line again. Now we pull a man back, so there's only 9, and Tech, we got a man in. Partially blocked ball, skirting out and going out of bounds around the 25. Corey Collier, number 39. Corey Collier blew right up in there. Just as we pulled a man off the line, it looked like we were going to put a blocker back with a running back. We did have the block on. Corey Collier got in and blocked the punt, and it's shot off to the right. And we've got the ball on the Tech 26-yard line. We're leading 3-0. Now you have to use this. We've had a couple of penalties hurt us already in the first quarter. Now we have to make it work. Tech drops the linebackers back about 5 yards, and David Green going to give it to Baron Haynes, who broke off and got to the 35 and fought his way to the 30 and fought his way to about the 26.
Wow.
Billy Bennett to try another field. Tech has 9 on the line. They don't rush all 9, and Bennett sticks it up in the air, and it's good. Bennett hit another one. Well, we got a field goal out of it anyway. We blocked the punt and got 3 points. Gotzi hollered out. at one of his receivers or his tight end. He takes the snap. They protect him. Godsey throws over to the right side, and we hit him right away and knocked him down. Corey Bryant really hit Kelly Campbell up in the air and spun him around in a circle and put him down. 4th down, about 7. Green decides he'll change the play. Now he comes back and gets underneath the center and fakes, and he's handing off and driving straight ahead when Haynes. We are an inch or so inside of their 35-yard line. 1st down, we're in a power eye, only one receiver. We toss, sweep it out to Haynes, and Haynes cuts back in the middle. 5, 10, 15, 20, 24 yards, just driving. Went out right and turned and cut back against the grain. Chris Young, the cornerback, had to pull him down. Veron Haynes. Ball on the 11.5-yard line. Billy Bennett will come in. He's kicked 2 already. We can't keep going to the well all night long.
Number 30, Billy Bennett.
Man, to get down there 1st down on the 11. Twice we've been down on the 11. We're on the Tech 16, and we're going to try a field goal. Watch that clock. It's moving on us. Billy Bennett wants to try a field goal, and he sticks it up, and it is good. Bennett stuck it up in there again, and now we got a 9-0 lead. The running back is to Godsey's left outside of the tackle. Godsey back to pass. Looking. Throws a bullet. Touchdown. Kelly Campbell was wide open in the back of the end zone. A defensive back in front of him trying to cut and get back there to help. Could not do it and fell down. He's kicking into the wind, and he got it up real high, and he got a good kick. It's coming down to the 1 or 2 yard line. Gibson with the foot on the 1 and the 2. Pulled away from one man, trying to come out to the left like a deer. 15 going to turn around and go the other way. Fumbled the ball. He dropped the ball around the 17 or 18 yard line, and Tech got the ball. Godsey keeps back to throw. Going to throw to a man in the back of the end zone. Out of bounds across the end zone. Tech going to try a field goal with Lookman Shoy from Conyers. And they set it down, and the kick is up, and the kick is good. And Tech takes the lead 10-9 with 4:29 to go in the half. Hands it to the tailback. Haynes bounces up, finds a little crease in the middle, and blows in there for about 7 yards. 1 minute and 8 seconds. We're trailing 10-9, and again Bennett's going to try one. Hogan snaps, and Kilgore will hold. Bennett sticks it up in the air. The kick is good. Bennett did it again. Billy stuck it in there, and well, now we've taken the lead back, and it's 12-10. Godsey stands up. Now he takes a snap. We're coming on him, and Grant got him from behind. Charles Grant got him back on the other side of the 50 for a big loss, about 10, 11 yards, and the clock is ticking down, and that's the end of the half. And our defense and our kicker has us on top, and we're leading 12-10, and who knows how long that's going to last. Not quite in the 4-3. Fake the blitz. Godsey back. We're coming on him. We hit him as he throws. Complete to the 35 and out of bounds. Let's see. Bruce Thornton ran him out. Will Glover caught a ball. Jermaine Phillips is coming over to help him, and so is Witherspoon. 3 men hit Godsey and drove him back. The pass was complete up to the 45. Tech should be 4th and 2 here. We're 2nd and 10. Tech's loading up the line with everybody. They got 7 on the line. David Green going to give it to Haynes. Outside the tackle, he went, driving his legs, still going. He got to the 50 before they ran him over to the side about 10 yards. Boy, he really moved. Fox, the linebacker, and Young, the right cornerback, got him. Haynes, somebody opened a hole for him on the right side, Breedlove or Marshall. And he moved on that play. They may have to measure that thing.
Well, that gives Veron Haynes back-to-back 100-yard games now. 108 yards on 18 carries for the senior.
So we set it down, and Bennett sticks it up there. It looks all right. Good, he hit it. Billy hit another one. That's 5. And Scott, you were telling me that could be a record.
That is a record. No Georgia kickers ever kicked 5 in a game. So Billy Bennett atop the list by himself with that 37-yard field goal.
He brings the wide out in motion. He hands it to the tail. There's a hole at left tackle, and there he goes. Joe Burns is going to go all the way in the corner and score a touchdown, and the defense finally broke. He went into left tackle. They opened a hole, and he just shot in there. That's what he's done to everybody on their schedule this year, and they finally did it to us. And the only weapon we got is the right shoe of Billy Bennett. No, left shoe. We need something good to happen. We've fallen behind for the second time. Only 2 points this time. We break only Gibson out to the left. We're in that eye, and Tech is bringing men up in the box. Green fakes once, then he throws a long bomb down the middle. There's Fred Gibson on the 42, to the 35, to the 30, trying to dodge. One man got him and saved the touchdown in the 24. Gibson, the only receiver who ran a route. And Green threw that left arm down there, and here we are down close again. Jeremy Myers, who's made 100 million tackles, had to get him and got him. Junior out of Stone Mountain. First down. We're 2 points down. Getting us down the field is like pulling impacted wisdom teeth. We're in an eye. We got one receiver out on the right. Tech is in a 7-3 set-up. We go to Haynes. They hit him, and Haynes scored a touchdown by staggering over backwards to the right. Haynes had a wall and leaned to his right and stumbled around in there and scored, and it was tough. 3.5 tough yards. We finally scored a touchdown. 21-17, 4-point lead. We got a little 4-point lead, but here comes Tech. 2 tight ends, only 1 wide out. We got a linebacker in the corner, 5-man line. Fake, Godsey back, looking. One man got him and sacked him. Josh Millard, injured and all, got a sack on him. We've had to play him inside because we ran out of all our tackles in August, and Millard has been trying to play tackle, and here he got a sack, injured as he is, back to the 20-yard line. Big sack, big 9-yarder, almost 10. 2 receivers right, 1 left. We're in an eye. Second down. We're inside of the Tech 45. We're leading by 4, and we're going to give it to Haynes outside the tackle. He kept driving on a man. He kept spinning and driving. They got him on the 35. Holy smokes, he was almost crawling on his hands and 1 shoe there for a couple of steps. Darrell Smith, the linebacker, got him. Haynes got about 8 big yards. 4th down, 8.5. And we're still going to try a pooch kick. Tech's not going to rush him. Looks like he kicked it in the end zone. Let's see. Yes, he did. Got them in closer. Now there's only 3 wide outs. They run 1 in motion. And Godsey runs, throws a pass. Intercepted by Wansley. Touchdown! Touchdown! Touchdown!
Oh, man.
Godsey made a horrible mistake. He bootlegged out to the right. Wansley read it and shot in. Nobody could even chase him. Wansley, like he did at Arkansas a year ago, caught one out on a flat and ran down in the left corner. And now it's 27-17. Holy smokes, how did that happen?
Boy, what great anticipation by Wansley. He looked like he knew the play was coming, and really he did. He read that one beautifully, and nobody in front of him to touch him.
Receiver out there deep all by himself. Not deep, but 15, 20 yards. Extra point. Billy Bennett sticks it up. The kick is good, and we're leading 28-17. We got an 11-point lead, but look at the clock. They're in an eye. They have 1 wide out off to the left. We're up in what amounts to a 5-man line. They go to the tailback, who goes back in the middle. Flags flying, I think.
He fumbled.
He may have fumbled. We may have the ball. Yeah, I think we may have the ball. Who's got the ball? We're trying to see somebody who brought it to the sideline. Nobody did. Tech fumbled the ball as they stabbed it up in the middle. Billy Bennett is going to try to kick another field goal, this one from out around the 35-yard line. Bennett, what are you trying to do? Look at Tech load that lineup. Low snap, a low snap, and the kick is going up there. Good! Bennett hit another one. Bennett has now kicked 6 field goals, but there's still an hour left. Tech's in a 5-4, and we line up on a running thing, and there goes Haynes just driving that ball for 8 or 9 yards and a first down. Are we going to give it to Haynes again when we need 6 full yards, maybe more? Put a man in motion, going to give it to Haynes to hold the tackle. He got outside. He's driving and pulling. He's driving. He's over the 25. He got us another first down.
Oh, man.
Ricardo Wimbush got him. Holy smokes, how did he do that? It's like we were back in those old days of tailback U. I can't believe what we've done here with these injuries, as crippled up as we were. I can't believe that the line of scrimmage has stayed glued together. I just don't believe this. Here we come up to the line again. 36 seconds. David Green takes the ball, takes a knee with another yard or two lost to take it back out to the 12. And that glorious clock is moving. Some of the Tech players are starting to walk off the field behind us. Corey Collier jumping up and down, waving his arms. I can't believe we have shocked the ACC and Tech with a crippled, beat-up team with no substitutes, and we ran one guy at them all night long, and Billy Bennett kicked the dog out of that ball. Coaches and the state troopers coming across the field, and the players on the bench joining them. We have beaten Tech in their own stadium with all that offense. Look at the scoreboard, it's gone already. 31-17, they've turned out the scoreboard on one side, but they haven't on the other. We have beaten Georgia Tech by 14 points and had no business in this ball game like this.
Quick throw. Mitchell makes the catch. He breaks away. 30, 25, 20. Veers inside. 10 breaks the tackle. 5 breaks another one. Touchdown!